The Polish-made Karabin Samopal Panzerny Chora, or self-repeating rifle Model 38, is a rare and unusual rifle to be featured in Call of Duty World War II, with only 150 were ever made in real life from 1938 until 1939, and were used during the invasion of Poland by the Polish army. In-game, it is a semi-automatic single-shot sniper rifle with good damage compared to other weapon classes, with 2 shots to kill anywhere to the body at any range. Unlike the M1 Garand and the SVT-40, the Karabin can kill an enemy within 1 shot if it strikes the head or neck. However, the idle sway is quite high, and the felt recoil from the default scope makes it difficult to accurately land 2 shots in quick succession, as firing too quick will quickly drift off from the target, resulting in a miss and frustration. Firing the Karabin in a slower pace by letting the recoil to settle onto the target before firing another is a must, should you don't have a luxury of time to aim for the head or neck. Compared to the other sniper rifles, the Karabin does not fare well at long ranges. With high sway and recoil, landing at least 2 shots on distant targets can be challenging. The bolt-action sniper rifles have larger one-shot kill areas, so if you cannot land a shot onto the enemy sniper's head, you are likely to be eliminated before you could fire another shot. Because of this, the Karabin is better suited at medium ranges, where the felt recoil becomes more acceptable, and you can fire 2 shots faster at closer ranges too. So the class recommendation will focus on making the Karabin easier to use at medium range, with a new role of the designated marksman and support. For the division, we will stick to the Mountain Division, with an ability to hold breath when scoped in, hidden from the enemy's score streaks targeting system, recon aircrafts, and a silent movement as the abilities. For the attachments, choose the 4x optic and the ballistic calibration. While you cannot hold your breath with a 4x optic, you trade a better peripheral vision than the default while aiming, and much less felt recoil. Overall, this optic will make it easier for you to place 2 shots in a quick succession. The ballistic calibration reduces the sway to substitute an inability to hold your breath. With these attachments, you can worry less about not being able to hold your breath, and instead focus more on landing 2 accurate shots at medium range. For the basic training, we will elect the rifleman to equip any primaries as a secondary, and with a faster switching time. Any fast firing SMGs of your choice will serve you better than a pistol. Also more useful when you need to move from one location to another to find a suitable sniping spot to support your team. For the equipment, choose the S-mine to protect your rear when you are sniping. If the S-mine fails to kill, switch to your secondary SMG to flush out any intruders. For the tips with the Karabin, you should not move while firing. You need 2 shots to kill in general, and missing just 1 can give an opportunity for the enemy to return fire and kill you quicker. Stand still while firing will make it easier to track down your targets and your aim. Be sure to stay behind a solid cover with a good overwatch. You should find a different spot if your team is advancing or your S-mine is detonated, and you have no means of protecting your back. While on the move, switch to your submachine gun for a better defensive ability. One advantage of having 2 primaries is the enemy's confusion of the role you are playing as. The enemy will have to constantly guess which weapon you are currently using. With the sniper and his SMG, you can become not only just a designated marksman, but also a defensive powerhouse with lots of bullets to load upon the enemies at close range. While the Karabin does seems to perform better at medium range, the long range usage is best left untouched and better filled by other dedicated long range teammate snipers. But should you spot an unprepared enemy at long distance, try to line up for a headshot for a 1-shot kill if possible. If you see a sniper from a long distance, it is best to find a better route to get closer for the Karabin, or simply use your SMG to eliminate a sniper from behind if you want to. The advantage of the silent movement from the Mountain Division will make it easy for you to sneak up from behind. Overall, the Karabin's performance is superior than the M1 Garand and the SVT-40 in terms of reliable damage and range. The high caliber of the M1 and the SVT-40 will not grant you a 1-shot kill to the head. but instead grants you 2 shots to kill to the head at extreme distances. The Karabin can kill within a shot to the head or neck at anywhere. However, it is the least powerful when compared to the bolt-action sniper rifles with a much more reliable one-hit kill areas to the body. The Karabin's high sway and recoil means that if you're not quick enough to get a one-shot kill to the head, you are very likely to receive a shot back to the respawn point from the snipers. With the 4x optic and the ballistic calibration, the Karabin is easy to control and much more forgiving. If you can send it at medium range, it will perform mostly just fine, especially if you can position yourself well, be accurate, and patient. And that's all for the Karabin's Weapon Guide Express. The next video is the combat shotgun. This is Asian with Jeep, thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.